Good afternoon, children. How are you all? I am fine. What about you? It is a very, what we can say, happiest news for you that you are getting the holidays. But actually, that holidays are not good according to your academic features, according to future. Because nowadays there is a time for the revision, but you suddenly got the holidays means you cannot do the work properly. So from today onwards, up to till the exam started, we are going to send the videos which are useful to you to do the revision. So from today onwards, daily one lesson we are going to revise the main features. As here, up to here, you have studied well for the broad questions. You know all of you, descriptive questions we are going to, hopefully we are going to write in the exam. But because of this COVID situation, maybe there will be a multiple choice question exam paper. That is online only. So, that is very much risky. Writing the lengthy answer is easy. But ticking the correct answer out of 4 options, it is very, very difficult. Because all the answers are looking same. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಂತ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿನೇ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತಾವೆ. That much is more dangerous. Because you have to choose the correct option which is present there. So, you can see that. Today we have taken the lesson number 18, that is the wastewater story. Now see here, if you want to get the answer for the multiple choice questions which are there in the examination paper, you have to read the textbook very, very carefully. 1 time, 2, 3 times. How many times it is possible you have to read the textbook only, because all the questions, all the middle questions are coming from the textbook only. Because in exercise we don't have the MCQs or multiple choice questions. So for that purpose we have to take the middle questions which are there in the textbook. Textbook nage iruvanತ middle questions anna ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. That's why it is yours responsibility to read the textbook 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, how much you want. So like that you can see that the textbook reading is must for all the subjects, because writing the lengthy answer is easy instead of writing the correct answer in the MCQs, isn't it? So in that one, without wasting the time, we are going to start the lesson number 18, that is wastewater story. First of all, what do you mean by water? Water is nothing but it is a universal solvent which is going to be formed in the nature. Nature nage iruvantavu ellaru universal solvent, because this solvent we will get in the solid form, in the liquid form, and in the gaseous form also. In 3 ways you will get the water on the earth. In the solid means in the form of ice. Liquid means whatever we are drinking and using for all other purposes. Gases means the water get evaporated and goes in the sky to form the clouds. That is also one type of water only. So water is a universal solvent which we will get in the 3 forms in the nature. So it is a very universal, because the water has having some special characteristics. Like water is colorless, water is odorless, and water is colorless. In which color we are going to put that water or mix the water, that color water it happens. Suppose in water you are going to add the red color, that water becomes red. If you are going to mix the green color, that water becomes green. Or you can see that by putting the, even though small drops of lemon, sugar and salt will also change the color. Basically water don't have any taste, don't have any odor. Odor means smell. Don't have any color. Colorless water is. So the things or the color which we are going to mix in the water, that water becomes that type of color. So like this we can see that. Now water is a very, very basic things for all, need for the all living things. ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಬೇಕಾಗುವಂಥದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲದರ ಮೇನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಫುಡ್, water and shelter. We know always these things. Water is must, but in summer days you come to know that water becomes very short. The water level, the ground level water level is very, very less. What are the different reasons for this depletion of water? ಸೊ ಏನೇನು ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ ನೀರಿನ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ನೀರಿನ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ದ ಲೇಕ್ಸ್, ಪಾಂಡ್ಸ್, ರಿವರ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್, they are becoming so the level water is going down, 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 down. Why it is? Not in the winter days, not why in the summer days. Summer days naga yake water level tala hogtade, winter naga yake hogangiಲ್ಲ. You know that in summer the sun rays are very, very hot. The sun rays are very strong. Because of that one, the water present in the river, stream, lake, pond, they become vaporized. They become, because of evaporation is going on, and because of that evaporation, the water level or the water present in that particular water stock becomes reduced, and the level of that particular water gets low, 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 and if evaporation is very fast because of very extreme heat, then the water level is getting down very fast. And another reason is increased population. You know that the population, how population is large, the demand of water is more. Jana ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಷ್ಟು ನೀರಿನ ಬಳಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು. The water we are using for many purposes. First purpose is drinking, washing, cleaning, agriculture, industrial, washing, cleaning, everything. Without water, our life is impossible. We cannot imagine the life without the water, because water is must for all the living things, not for us, not only for us. All the living things, they require the water for their survival. Even though you don't get the food, it is okay. But in the summer days, if you don't have any water, it will be a greatest health loss, because our body get dehydrated. Now, the question arises, if in rainy season too much water is coming as a rain, then where that water goes? Where that water goes? Here ಹೋಗ್ತದ್ರಿ ನೀರು, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ನೀರು ಸುರಿದಿರ್ತದ್ರಿ, ಮಳೆ ಸುರಿದಿರ್ತದೆ. So when that water will go at the end? You can see that in the cities or in the different modern cities, the 90% water is flown out with the sewage water. 90% ನೀರು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, it will flow away from the building and directly it will go to the sewage water mixing dirty water, and at the last it will goes to the rivers and oceans. ಹೊಲಸು ನೀರಿನ ಜೋಡಿ ಸಿವೇಜ್ ವಾಟರ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟಾಮಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಜೋಡಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ 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 ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅದು ಸೀಸ್ ಓಷನ್ಸ್ ಜೋಡಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತವ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತವ. ಸೊ ಟೂ ಮಚ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೈನಿ ಸೀಸನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ the water level will increase by only two ways. That is, the underground level of the water should be increased. What do you mean by underground water? The water which is present under the ground, inside the earth, that is in the form of, how will you draw that water? How will you lift that water? You know, wells, tube wells, bores, they are nothing but they are the sources of underground water. Borewell, bore, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಮನೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಬೋರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೀರು ಬರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ ಅವು? That is, we are lifting or we are using, recycling the water which is present inside the ground. ಒಳಗಿರುವಂತ ನೀರನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? ಜಗತ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. If too much water is lifted from the underground as a water source, as a drinking water source, then slowly the water level becomes down, down, down. Underground water also, ground water also. Ground water get evaporated and the underground water gets lifted by the human being, and the level, suddenly that level will not be recharged. It will take time. So continuously if water is lifting from the underground, then that continuously the water will not come. that continuity is not there in the water's rechargement. So like this, the water increasing population, the demand of water, the industrial waste, or the can say the big societies or apartments, they are also wasting too much water. Maximum water is wasted in the houses, in the kitchens, in the toilets, bathrooms, and maximum water is what we can say wasted in the industries, in the different processes. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಥರದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ನೀರುಗಳನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. And that thousands of liters or lakhs of liter water is wasted because the chemicals are mixed in that water, and directly that water is released out from the factory, and that water, some part of that water will be absorbed by the soil, the water which is present with chemicals ಜೋಡಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರುವಂತ ನೀರಿಗೆ or maximum the little bit water is what we can say seep or absorbed by that water, that is called as the infiltration. Some percentage is absorbed by the soil and some percentage is flown away. Some percentage will mix with contaminated water. Like that, the distribution of water is there. If too much water is wasted, if that water which is wasted down, if it is collected in a good way, ಏನದು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ನೀರು, ಆ ನೀರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿವಿ, ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟಿವಿ, ಕಾನ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that water is helpful for the farmers. That's why the farmers are doing what in their fields or farms, they are doing the big pits. बहुत ದೊಡ್ಡ ತೆಗೆದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. And in that one, in rainy season, that water gets stored. It is nothing but it is a very small type of pond or lake. ಸಣ್ಣ type of ಹೊಳೆ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ. And that water, when water level gets down in the summer season, that water is used for the farming. Other ಸಮ್ಮರ್ದಾಗ ಬೇಸಿಗೆ ಕಾಲದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ನೀರಿನ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹಾಕೋತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಅದ್ರಾಗ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ನೀರು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್, not for the drinking purpose, because drinking water is not, this water is not safe for drinking. Then which water is safe for drinking? The water which is pure, which is looking like colorless, which don't have any germs and bacteria, the water which is looking clean, the water which is free from germs and bacteria, they are called, say, clean water. So that water is useful, that water only we have to use for the drinking purpose. ಕುಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಷ್ಟೇ ನೀರನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. The water which is, if the water is present any germs or any helpful bacteria or any if harmful things are present, and if that water is drinked by us, we are getting, our body is getting the different bacteria and viruses. They will enter our body and make you sick. Means that's why all over the world, 95% of diseases which are caused, viral diseases, they are caused by the water only or contaminated water only. ಅವೇನಾಗ್ತಾವ, ಕಾಂಟಾಮಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ವಾಟರ್ದಿಂದ ಅವು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊಲಸಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ನೀರಿನಿಂದ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ರೋಗಾಣುಗಳು ಹರಡ್ತಾವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ. They will spread everywhere. First of all in our body, and when we are going to sneeze, or if you are going to having any cough and cold, whenever you are sneezing, that viruses will be coming out from our body and it will spread here and there. And thousands of people are getting the same virus in their body while breathing. And their body get infected if their body immunity is not good. Nowadays we are having the best example in front of us, that is corona. Because of that corona, many people died. But that coronavirus is not so much dangerous how we have thought. It is just like a cough and cold. But when it becomes serious, how serious after that matter? If the person who was infected by the corona, if they are having their another health issues like diabetes, sugar, high pressure, or any asthma or anything, if they are having any another health issue, that infection becomes severe. ಸಿವಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬರುವಂಥ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಹಾಕೋತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. And that becomes very dangerous. That will harm to our lungs first, and they will make you sick. So wastewater is nothing but which are the different things present in the dirty water or sewage water. Which are the different things? You can check it here on the page number 221. First one is inorganic impurities. Impurity means dirt. Organic impurities means the solid waste which are present in the sewage water. Sewage means the dirty water, the black water which is flowing from the gutters. That is human feces, animal waste of urea, pesticides, herbicides, fruit and vegetable waste. These type of waste which are present in the sewage water, they are called as a organic components or impurities. Impurity means dirt. Now inorganic impurities like nitrates, phosphates and metals which are present in the soil. In our soil is full of metals and non-metals. So like that, if phosphates, nitrates, metals are present, that will be flown away with that dirty water. That type of impurities or dirt is called as a inorganic. Next one, nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen. Bacteria such as Vibrio cholera which causes the cholera, and the Salmonella paratyphi which causes the typhoid. So these type of bacteria are present in the dirty water, not in the clean water, because if any water is boiled at 100 degree, all the germs and harmful germs and bacteria which are present in that water will be killed, will die. Next one, other microbes which are present such as protozoans which causes the dysentery. You know that if you are going to drink any dirty water, if any water which is not clean or unsafe for that one, you can see that you are feeling ill or you are having the dysentery inside that one. So to avoid all these situations, what we have to do is we have to drink clean water. The sewage water should be give the treatment before sending to the rivers, so that it is called as a water treatment plants which contains too much processes which are very useful for making that water clean, suitable for the drinking. In our home also, we are having the different hygienic habitats should be. ಸ್ವಚ್ಛ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. Nowadays because of corona everybody get alert, but previously the people are not alert. They are not washing the hands, they are not washing the faces, they are not covering the nose and mouth. But nowadays it is compulsory to protect yourself from the coronavirus. So like that, in our hygienic habits, everything should not be thrown in the dustbin, not thrown in the sinks, because the sink, if anything gets stuck in the sink, that pipe get choked up and the bad smell started coming from that basin. And after the bad smell, the things which are stuck inside that one, they decay. ಕೊಳಿತಾವ್ರಿ ಅದರ ಪೈಪ್ನಾಗ ಇರುವಂಥವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಳತು ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, then it becomes started decaying and the bad odor started coming from that pipeline. Isn't it? So like that, the different, if you are having any clean habits, cleanliness habits are there with you, you are not, there are very few chances to make you sick. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಇರುವಂಥ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಆರಾಮ ತಪ್ಪೋದು ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಭಾಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. That's why it is very very risky to drink the contaminated water. So first of all, if you want more water in the summer, that waste water should be saved, which is flowing from the buildings in the cities, that should be collected in a proper way before it goes to sewage water. Sewage water ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಆ ನೀರಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕಾನ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆ ನೀರಿಂದ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Isn't it? So like that, the sewage water treatment plants are nowadays everywhere. ಅದೇ sewage water, the gutter water, ಅದರಿಂದ that water after the water treatment, we can use for farming, we can use for the toilets and bathrooms, for washing. We can give that water. If you want to give that water to the farms, means the harmful chemicals or pesticides should be removed first. For that one, we are having the different processes which are shown in the textbook. So, like this, today we have discussed the chapter number 18 as a wastewater story. How the wastewater should be reduced by doing the rainwater harvesting or collecting the water in the pits or in the different things which we don't have to waste the water. Always make the taps closed while doing the brushing or any other things. You don't have to waste the water because one drop is also very important for anyone living being. ನಮಗಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಬೀನ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಟುಡೇ we have discussed the minimum points which are there in the textbook. So please go through the lesson daily, means you will come to know, because now because of corona, the online test, we have to take the middle questions and haku idu, and at that time we have to give the different options. So like that you can see that the video should be very helpful to you if you don't know the lesson contents. After that, tomorrow I will take your leave. See you tomorrow with a new video. And then in tomorrow's video, we are going to make the revision of unit number 17, which is forests or lifeline. So one by one we will do the revision. After that, I will take your leave. See you. Bye. Please watch the video, do the homeworks. After that, I will take your leave. See you. Bye.